Now to some frustration that's growing for residents in South suburban Dolton. For months, they've had questions about spending in the mayor's office, and they packed a city meeting last night. Today, those residents now have only limited access to their village hall. Regina Waldroup reports on their search for answers.
Village halls are public buildings, administrative centers run for the benefit of a community. In South suburban Dolton, most of the village hall is now off limits. This small entryway with 4 seats, the only place residents and business owners are allowed.
It's an insult to every single taxpayer in the city.
Dan Lee has lived in Dolton since 1989. He and several other residents gathered outside of Village Hall Tuesday afternoon. They say the new restrictions are just part of the ongoing issues with Mayor Tiffany Henyard and her administration.
I feel that this is a deflection from what's really happening in the village with the money, what happened in Vegas.
I came up here to get some FOIA requests, and I had to wait for somebody to come to the window.
Trustee Kiana Belcher says she learned about the new restrictions last week on social media.
Myself and another trustee came up here saying that it says it's restricted access, employees only, and they have it where at the time it wasn't even any chairs.
In a statement, the village told NBC5 access to Village Hall was restructured to protect staff due to overwhelming threats of violence as a result of the continuous misinformation portrayed by the media and internet bloggers who are using Dolton as a means to generate ratings and revenue. The statement goes on to say staff and elected officials have received several disturbing communications via email, social media, phone calls, and visitors from across the country. As such, security protocols have changed.
If there was any type of threats, we have police officers, so they should be able to accommodate and stand over here. But to limit the access for everyday business that has to be taken care of, it's a problem. This is our tax dollars.
And residents say they plan to bring up the issue of Village Hall being restricted along with other issues come Monday. That's for the next village board meeting. Reporting from Dolton, I'm Regina Waldroup, NBC5 News. When did Village Hall close or become restricted to residents?
I learned about it as of Tuesday. Tuesday, they stated that, and I seen it on social media, that the Village Hall had been closed. So I actually, myself and another trustee came up here saying that it says it's restricted access, employees only, and they have it where at the time it wasn't even any chairs, so limited, about 4 or 5 people can stand in this small area.
Still very limited.
Yes, it's very limited. It makes no sense. This is not nobody's public home. This is our business, our village. And if there was any type of threats, we have police officers, so they should be able to accommodate and stand over here as if it was another public facility where they can manage it. But to limit the access for everyday business that has to be taken care of, it's a problem. This is our tax dollars. And when somebody continues to run from the citizens, because that's what you're doing now. You're running from the people and you're supposed to be serving the people. I consider that a big problem. And this is a safety hazard because if 4 or 5 people goes into that small space and anything can happen in that space, there's another issue. We have a lot of seniors out here, and to have seniors standing outside in the cold and the rain, it's just not cool.
Yeah. Are you hearing from a lot of your constituents?
I am. And the crazy thing is a lot of them that come here, they come either to pay the water bill or come to have services for their homes. Now they have to wait until somebody goes and fill out some papers and bring it back and slide something through a small glass. It's like you're in prison. And why should we be in prison in our own community?
Will you bring this up at the next village board meeting or what?
Absolutely, because I'm going to bring up a lot of things that happened last night also, because we had seniors that were standing outside when they had people planted inside before the village trustees even were in there.
And that's April 8th, Monday, April 8th?
Yes, April 8th at 6:30.
We'll see. Thank you so much.
No problem, thank you.
Appreciate it. How many years you lived here?
I've been here 26 years.
Have you ever seen Village Hall not accessed?
Never in the 26 years, and this is unacceptable. I piggyback on everything the trustee just said. This is just totally uncalled for. If there is a viable threat, we in the community should know it. It could extend further than here. Just as last night, we should have been told, so we had the option to decide for ourselves whether we wanted to be in there.
So you spend a lot of time in this Village Hall. It is a public building. How do you feel right now knowing that access is restricted to you and other residents?
I'm appalled that the access is restricted to the residents. MB Bank gave this building to the residents. Matter of fact, myself, former trustee Pearson, and former trustee Muhammad voted to receive this building, and Mayor Tiffany Henyard voted against it. And to have limited access, when I heard of it last week, I came up here to get some FOIA requests, and I had to wait for somebody to come to the window, ask me what I wanted, and to just receive some FOIA requests. And if I needed to take care of any other business, you have to wait until somebody go get somebody to come up front to address your concerns. And I think it's appalling. And what happened last night, I'm appalled that happened also, because this building belonged to the residents of the village of Dolton, not Miss Henyard, nor Keith Freeman, nor Lacey. None of them. And it's unfortunate that we have to keep going through this, and I wish and I pray that somebody come to our aid. This is bullying to the 10th power, and we stood up last night because we refused to be bullied anymore by the Dolton Police Department and Louis Lacey, and be intimidated with stopping people, asking them for their ID, and that's against all our First Amendment rights. And like I stated before, you're not going to keep violating my rights. And so I was glad to see everybody out last night. Hopefully everybody will come out to Monday's meeting and we can get some type of clarity on this, because our rights are constantly being violated and no one is doing anything about it. I want to see the state's attorney, the attorney general, the president of the United States, since she went to see him, come out here and deal with this chaos, because this is ridiculous. And in my 40-some years of being involved in politics, I've never seen anything like this in my life. Mayor Tiffany Henyard, I hate even calling her a mayor, because like they said, that she is the world's worst mayor on earth. And I would like to see her step down also. Thank you.
I bought my home in 2006.
You
Yes.
in and out of the village hall all the time doing business?
Yes, I do. Yeah, in and out, and this is not acceptable what's happening, but I feel that this is a deflection from what's really happening in the village with the money, what happened in Vegas. So she's trying to deflect. No one is after the mayor. Nobody is after the mayor at all.
Should you be able to go in and access this public building?
Absolutely. This is a government building. We should be able to go in and out and have access. That doesn't make sense. What am I paying the taxes out here for if I don't even have access to the building, to my village? And then they say you're supposed to call, they don't even answer the phone. How about that? So I don't see how people are going to get business, any business done. What about the contractors that come through to try to do business? This is not how government is supposed to be ran.
Not good government.
No, no good at all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.